Hey guys, YouTuber 100 here. Alright, now here I am with another TV Halloween special review. And now here I am with a review for the SpongeBob SquarePants Halloween episode, Scaredy Pants. So, yeah, this was an early episode of SpongeBob, just like how I was talking about with the Rugrats Halloween special Candy Bar Creep Show that I already talked about. Yeah, this one is like pretty similar in style to that one because while it's not really the same premise at all, it really has like a lot of similar factors to it because just like that one, this is an early episode of SpongeBob. And just like how with the Candy Bar Creep Show episode of Rugrats, this isn't a full length special, like the Christmas special was. Yeah, this one is just like a regular 15-minute episode of the show. So yeah, it has some very like similar factors like that to the Rugrats Candy Bar Creep Show episode. And yeah, and I do like this episode. I mean, yeah, this is yeah, like I said before with SpongeBob. Yeah, this was like one in the first season of the show. So yeah, this is back when like people really did love SpongeBob, and so yeah, then this is a pretty entertaining episode. I mean, it is pretty funny to watch. There are some like funny moments throughout this uh, episode. Yeah, yeah, and yeah, I do think that it is like a pretty good episode and Halloween special to watch. Yeah. So what the premise of this episode really is that of course, like it's Halloween in Bikini Bottom, and yeah, apparently, just SpongeBob is just so easy to scare here in Bikini Bottom that yeah, he just gets like so scared of it every year, and people just label him Scaredy Pants at Halloween time because of it. And SpongeBob is just so tired of always getting scared on Halloween that he wants to like get his like revenge and really like just scare other people. And really, just that's what this special really does consist of. Just Patrick helping SpongeBob to just to scare other people and just really like help SpongeBob get revenge for being scared by everyone. So yeah, and it's pretty much like what it is about. And how it goes is that apparently like there's a legend of the Flying Dutchman going along. Yeah, and this was actually like the first time the Flying Dutchman did make an appearance in the show. Yeah, so I guess it was fitting to like give it like a Halloween episode to introduce the Flying Dutchman into the series. Yeah. Yeah, and after like Mr. Krabs tells a ghost story to SpongeBob about the Flying Dutchman, then SpongeBob then decides to make a costume of the Flying Dutchman, which is just a ghost. And then yeah, he like tries to scare people, but then like in the end, the real Flying Dutchman ends up coming along and just ends up like trying to like take everyone's souls. Though yeah, in the end, SpongeBob does accomplish like what he was trying to do, and he does scare people in a different way than he was originally intending to, which yeah, I will like talk about when I actually get to it in this episode. But yeah, overall, I do think that this is a pretty good Halloween special. Yeah, as far as I know, this is really like the only Halloween episode that has been on the show. Yeah, I'm not sure because I really don't follow SpongeBob anymore. I don't know if like any of the more recent seasons have like had any sort of like Halloween related episode, but as far as I know, this has been the only one. I mean, if any like more recent seasons have like had any like Halloween related episodes, comment on my channel and tell me because as far as I know, since I really don't follow like SpongeBob anymore, I don't know if they have. But yeah, to my knowledge, this is like the only one they've done. Yeah. So overall, I guess like the type of tone that SpongeBob really does have, I really do think this is a very entertaining, well, a pretty funny Halloween episode. Yeah, it did give me some laughs. I mean, there's one moment in this episode that really just always has me laughing so hard. It's when SpongeBob ends up grabbing his jack-o'-lantern, and then when he like looks at the jack-o'-lantern, he gets scared and runs off. Yeah, that's something about this episode that I've always just found so hilarious. It's just because like during that when he's doing that, like he's just like saying how sick he is of being scared on Halloween all the time, and he's just saying that he's done with it, and then he just gets scared again. I just always found it so funny. But yeah, overall, I do think that this is a pretty good Halloween episode of the show, and it is worth watching if you haven't seen it before. So yeah, and also like this episode also like ended up having like a special like song made. It had like a SpongeBob Scaredy Pants song, yeah, which actually did play in the credits of this episode. So yeah, if you haven't heard the song before, I would like see just listening to it. I mean, it basically is just a Halloween version of the theme song of the show. Yeah, I'll put the song down in the description if you want to listen to it, and you can hear it for yourself if you haven't heard it before. Because yeah, it is actually a pretty interesting song. Like I said, it is basically just a Halloween version of the theme song of the show. So yeah. Alright, so yeah. So I guess I have like gone on like talking a little bit about it. So yeah, I'll just go over the premise of this special. So yeah, like I said, it's Halloween night in Bikini Bottom, and as SpongeBob is just finishing his work at the Krusty Krab that night, he's just like washing the dishes. Like he just ends up like getting scared because he's hearing like the door creaking, and on order slips it's like spelling out boo, and then yeah, SpongeBob just like rushes through washing the dishes so he can leave. But before he actually does, Mr. Krabs then just starts to tell SpongeBob a ghost story about the Flying Dutchman. And then he just is like saying how the Flying Dutchman comes down at Halloween, and he ends up like taking everyone's souls. And then Squidward ended up popping behind SpongeBob dressed as the Flying Dutchman and scaring SpongeBob again. And then, of course, then Mr. Krabs and Squidward were just laughing at SpongeBob for getting scared. And then, then they called him SpongeBob Scaredy Pants. Yeah, yeah. And then yeah, that night Mr. Krabs was also throwing a Halloween party at the Krusty Krab, which I will get to in a few minutes, yeah. And then, yeah, as SpongeBob also was then, like walking home, then there were, like, other people that were scaring him as well, and also, like, calling him Scaredy Pants, including Mrs. Puff. Yeah. And later that night, then, as, like, SpongeBob was home, carving his jack-o'-lantern and getting scared a bit, like I just said. Yeah, then, yeah, Patrick then came to SpongeBob's house and accidentally scared SpongeBob too with like the Groucho glasses that he was wearing as his Halloween costume, and then SpongeBob then just wanted Patrick to help him scare people, and so then SpongeBob then like like got picked himself out a costume, which then he made himself a ghost, just covered himself with a sheet, and Patrick also made SpongeBob some wooden pointy shoes to wear as well. And then, yeah, then like SpongeBob tried to scare like some trick or treaters at his house, but yeah, the kids were just laughing at him because, of course, like SpongeBob still was just square instead of like looking like an actual ghost, and the kids were just laughing at him, calling him a haunted mattress. And so then, after Patrick then like made a ghost puppet, with SpongeBob realized that his head should be round like an actual ghost. So then uh, Patrick then ended up shaving SpongeBob's head to make his head look round like an actual ghost. Yeah, and so then, yeah, that night then, SpongeBob and Patrick were then just like running around Bikini Bottom, like trying to who scare people, which, yeah, and then as they were like just going at people's house and then just standing in front of people, like SpongeBob, of course, was like pretending well, he was posing as the Flying Dutchman, as I said, yeah, and he thought that he was being scary to people, but yeah, nobody was actually scared of him. They were just instead just really being confused by what SpongeBob and Patrick were really doing. And yeah, they even like also tried to scare the kids that were laughing at SpongeBob before. But yeah, they like recognized SpongeBob, and just now called him a haunted sleeping bag instead of a haunted mattress. Yeah, and then yeah, SpongeBob and Patrick then decided to scare the entire party at the Krusty Krab. Which yeah, it showed that Squidward was there and Sandy was also there, being as a goldfish in a bowl. Oh yeah, and other people were there as well. Yeah. Yeah, and then SpongeBob and Patrick then and like tried to scare the Krusty Krab by pulling the lights, and then yeah, Patrick then lowered SpongeBob down from a rope, while making him and being like SpongeBob's voice as the Flying Dutchman, which initially everybody was scared, but then a jellyfish ended up like stinging Patrick, and yeah, the other end of the rope was tied around Patrick as well, and then Patrick was just like running around in pain, and from the sting, like it ended up like pulling SpongeBob up as well, and also like dropping him down as well, and it just kept going as Patrick was running around, yeah, and then and it then ended up like SpongeBob was hanging upside down, and it exposed his pants, and then everybody like knew that it was then SpongeBob right then and there. Yeah, and everybody then was just laughing, and yeah, Patrick was then like just trying to cover SpongeBob up, saying that they're street clothes, but like, nobody was buying it. But then, yeah, the real Flying Dutchman then appeared, and scared everybody, and yeah, he just said that he was going to take everyone's souls, but yeah, he's saying that the reason he's doing it is just because he's so sick of everybody always like dressing up as him and making his name a joke. But he said that SpongeBob really was the boiling point because his costume was the most insulting. Holding him, and then he was just cut SpongeBob down and was just like explaining to him how there are scary things in the world, but SpongeBob is not one of them. Yeah, and then as the Dutchman was about to then take everyone's souls, he first pulled the ghost costume off of SpongeBob. But then when he did, like it cut away before like it actually showed SpongeBob without the sheath. But then yeah, as the Dutchman pulled it off, then he just had a he just had a very terrified look on his face, and then just ended up fleeing away screaming. And then it showed that it was just like SpongeBob's brain was totally exposed. And it's interesting, like when it showed like SpongeBob with his brain exposed, it showed his shadow on the wall, and his shadow makes him look like just like Squidward. So yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, but yeah, then yeah, when it showed like SpongeBob with just his brain exposed like that, then everyone else ended up fleeing in terror as well. So, and then yeah, then it just showed then SpongeBob and Patrick then just walk in to the front door, and SpongeBob is now happy that now he did scare everybody, and then Patrick then just said he guesses it was SpongeBob's pink hat, but then yeah, SpongeBob then saw his brain was exposed and just said it wasn't a hat, it's his brain. And then yeah, Patrick then just ended up running away screaming too. And then yeah, then it just faded to black, and SpongeBob just said, "Don't worry, it grows back," and that's how it ended. So yeah, so yeah, like I said, it is a pretty funny special. I mean, there are like a lot of funny things about it. Yeah, like this, yeah, particularly like that part where SpongeBob gets scared by his jack-o'-lantern, which had me laughing. And there are some other funny moments throughout this episode as well. So yeah, like I said before, like if you haven't seen this episode before, check it out. Like it is like a good Halloween episode of the show. I mean, it's funny. It does have like some. It's kind of like some chilling moments throughout. Like when the Flying Dutchman first comes initially, that can be kind of like chilling, and yeah, just yeah, it can have like some moments throughout. I mean, I think that some people might get creeped out by SpongeBob with his brain exposed, but yeah, but it is overall a funny episode. So yeah, like I said, it's worth a watch if you haven't seen it before. So yeah, check it out. Alright, so I guess that's all I can really say about it. So yeah, I guess this does it for my review of SpongeBob Scaredy Pants. Like I said, the Scaredy Pants song will be down in the description if you want to listen to it. So yeah, but before I actually end this video, before I go, I want to just announce something real quick that I am gonna be like doing along with these the rest of my these Halloween TV specials I'm gonna be doing, because yeah, there is like something else that I am like also wanting to do throughout this week because of a certain movie that's going to be coming out. Yeah, so I'm just going to be announcing that before I actually end this video. Okay, so this Friday, of course, we have a certain movie coming out, which is of course like the newest Terminator movie, Terminator Dark Fate. Okay, so yeah, and yeah, this movie is like is supposed to like be like a direct sort of sequel to Terminator 2 while ignoring the events of the other films. So yeah, so this is a film that I am actually really looking forward to seeing, and I figured like in honor of this new Terminator movie coming out, what I would do in honor of that is I would be taking a look at the other Terminator movies as well. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be doing. Like throughout the week, you can honor this new Terminator movie. I'm going to be looking at the other 4 Terminator movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger because yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger is the true Terminator. So yeah, I'm going to be taking a look at the first 3 Terminator movies and Terminator Genesis, but I'm not going to be talking about Terminator Salvation because I mean that's not a real Terminator movie. No Arnold Schwarzenegger in it, so why did they even make it? So yeah, I'm going to be ignoring Terminator Salvation. I'm just going to be taking a look and reviewing the 4 Terminator movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger. So yeah, so how that's going to work, because I do have like a few more TV Halloween specials that I want to talk about as well. So how this is going to work is I'm going to be like alternating between like the rest of my Halloween specials and the Terminator review. So yeah, after like this video, my next one, I'm going to be starting the Terminator movies by reviewing the first one, and then after that, then I will like review the next TV Halloween special I want to talk about, and then yeah, I'll just alternate between both throughout until I actually do get finished with reviewing the Halloween specials up through Halloween, and then yeah, then I'll finish off reviewing the Terminator film. So so I may be like having like probably like 2 videos in a day for a couple of days before Halloween, so I can really like get through the other Halloween specials I want to talk about, as well as the Terminator movies before Halloween, and then yeah, this new Terminator film. Oh yeah, I'll probably wait till next weekend to actually go see it. So yeah, I'll probably finish it on this coming Friday, and then after that, then I'll talk about Terminator Dark Fate. So yeah, so that's how it's gonna work. So next will be Terminator, then then the next Halloween special, and then yeah, like I said, it'll alternate all through Halloween, and then yeah, then I should be able to then just focus on finishing off the Terminator films. So yeah, so that's how it's gonna work. So yeah. So those are what I'm going to be doing for the remainder of these Halloween specials, like alternate between the Terminator reviews and the rest of these Halloween special reviews. So yeah, so stay tuned for my reviews of the Terminator movies along with the rest of my Halloween specials. So yeah, but yeah, my review for the first Terminator will be coming up next, so stay tuned for that. All right, so that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, but anyway, so I hope you get to enjoy this review, and stay tuned for my reviews of the Terminator films along with the remainder of these Halloween special reviews. All right, so anyway, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.